October 7, 1993, entertainer Bob finally killed demon child Bart as he wished, and Lisa witnessed everything, developed a huge shadow in her heart, unable to move on. More than 30 years later, Lisa overcame her fear, walked out of the shadow, became a professor of criminal psychology. At this time Nelson was an excellent policeman. A friend who hadn't seen each other for years came to visit. And Bart's age was forever frozen in the autumn of 10. The reason Lisa was found this time was because a homicide occurred in the city, which had a great connection with Lisa. Invited by a good friend, Lisa officially joined the major crime unit. The letters arranged with large intestines at the doorway were Lisa's name, and the victim was Flan's eldest son Rod. His death was extremely disgusting. His upper torso was cut in half and his intestines were taken out. Analyzing from the clues left at the scene, the murderer extremely enjoyed the process, and played a game after killing. The solitaire on the table was a good proof. From a criminological perspective, this person enjoyed this pleasure, and it was determined that he wouldn't stop. Before the words finished, another policeman received a new case. This time the victim was Martin. He was made into a clock and hung on the wall. The falling large intestines kept swinging. However, what was confusing was the blood letter said the first one. Lisa was puzzled about it. Just then a new body was found. This person was Mort. His entire skin was brutally cut off and hung up high to dry. Then the fourth victim appeared. Before arriving at the scene at the same time, another notice came. The fifth one appeared. Shirley's body was dismembered, made into a mechanism. The severed hand opened the refrigerator, pulled the tendon and the cup with an eyeball, turned over and rolled down along the spine, scaring the sleeping cat. It jumped onto the seesaw and flicked the other eyeball away, opened the coffee maker. Lisa said the criminal's method was very sophisticated. Even a criminal psychology professor like her couldn't necessarily think of this. However, the one who regarded killing as artistic creation was only that person. Lisa met the entertainer who killed her own brother Bob. Bob hoped he could provide some useful clues, but the other side was complacent about killing Bart that year, appearing very arrogant. Lisa suppressed her anger, turned and left to find clues. They asked the victim's relatives. However, from his mouth Lisa realized a serious problem. The only thing in common among these victims was they were all the eldest children. Combined with the word puzzle given by entertainer Bob, Lisa quickly found the location of the killer's lair. It was an abandoned slaughterhouse for a long time. Inside were full of barbed hooks. The eerie environment and sounds attracted Nelson to follow. Lisa stayed alone, but just a few steps away Nelson was pierced through the head by a barbed hook. When Lisa heard the noise and came, a suddenly falling drop of blood caught her attention. When she looked up, she saw a terrifying scene. Lisa was scared and quickly hid in a room. But what was eerie was the layout here was exactly the same as her bedroom. The surveillance camera in front must have recorded the murderer's appearance, but never expected that person to be herself. While still confused, suddenly police rushed and caught the person red-handed. Lisa had no chance to explain. Entertainer Bob was put in the same cell with Lisa. He felt very surprised when seeing her. It turned out that Lisa killed enough people in an extremely cruel way to be in the same prison with Bob, but to be in the same cell also needed help from someone important. But entertainer Bob believed Lisa was an obedient girl, couldn't do such a thing. But now she suffered from dissociative identity disorder. The obedient girl personality was gone. Now Lisa was a madman. Lisa played an eerie song and walked over with a knife. Entertainer Bob also died under Lisa's knife.